Good afternoon, Team Breaker.
Get crazy!
First of all, I want to thank some people who came to help yesterday. I posted something on the Patreon talking about complications, and I'll explain them in this vlog in more detail. But I just want to thank some people, some really great, kind people who pitched in recently to help me out with my issue. Tom, Jack, Marshall, Miller, Justin Curtis, you bastard, Magnus, and Philip. You guys have basically squashed any issue that was going to come up and cripple this opportunity with this job. So for those of you who didn't see the post or whatever, job, what do you mean job? Oh, I was offered a job last Tuesday, and I start this next Tuesday, which is the 2nd of September. That kind of got a little complicated because I wouldn't have started working before the end of the month. It just would have been a little bit of a disaster because I might have gotten evicted. Hey yo, please don't go by the porta potty, there's poop in there. Come on, come over here and have fun. Whoop. There you go. It would have been complicated between a couple of other things as well, not only with my rent or whatever, but with laundry. I don't do my laundry all that often because I live on very little, and so to cut corners and save money, I really don't do my laundry all that often. I don't own a whole lot of shirts. You guys might have noticed that in a lot of vlogs I'm wearing like the same shirt or similar shirts. I just don't own a lot of cool shirts like this or just regular shirts, but like I have shit clothes that I wear. That's just what I call them, shit. I have shit shirts that I wear that I wouldn't normally wear outside. I only have 2 pairs of pants, and one of them gets ruined every time I go and work at the campground. Normally they get cleaned, but if I'm working at the campground, I'm making some money, so I have money to clean my clothes. The problem with only owning 2 pairs of pants is that when one of them is dirty, you gotta rely on the one to be clean. And these that I'm wearing now, they're not really clean because I was helping Ken move, so they kind of smell a bit. But it's more than that. It's all kinds of other laundry related stuff. And to do my laundry costs money that I don't have. And I didn't want to make a bad first impression with this new employer coming in with, you know, smelly pants. Because we talked about this in the last vlog, how I just sweat. Like when I walk, when I do my walking, or when I do my little bit of exercise that I do. So like I like to clean my hat too. Things like that. So it became quite a difficult impasse because it was like shit, laundry to make a good first impression with this job. Rent, food, because all I have is like minute rice to eat. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna go pick up some soup. For now, I don't wanna spend a whole lot just because it's in my nature, and I wanna make sure that I'm absolutely 100% safe on everything for the beginning of September. But I'm really glad I got this job because it's something that I can do very well. It's a call center job. We talked about this before. I think I mentioned it in the last vlog. Speaking of the vlogs, I changed the kind of perk that the vlogs are on Patreon. They're no longer going to be daily vlogs, they're just going to be vlogs when I can make them, when there's something to talk about. Which doesn't mean I'm not going to make a vlog for weeks on end or anything like that. I'm just going to, it's just not going to be daily because every day there isn't something to chat about. You get busy, you come home and you're like, fuck, there's nothing to talk about anyway, and I don't want to put out a vlog that's just going to bore people about nothingness again. I tend to, sometimes when I'm doing the daily vlogs, I tend to repeat myself in certain situations because I forget if I mentioned it or not. I just wanted to make everybody aware they're not going to be daily, but I'm going to be putting up vlogs very frequently, and they're not going to be like lazy phone vlogs or anything like that. They're going to be vlogs on the camera, and especially when we get a new camera, which should be feasible, but getting a new camera is not on the top of my list. Hello? Hey, over here. The parking lot is not where we hang out. You got it? Good. Getting a new camera is not high on my priority list, like I said, because the BlizzCon stuff needs to be taken care of right away. What the hell is going on here? What are these little spiky spikes? What the fuck is this, like poisonous spike puffer puffs? There's other ones too. This is like literally hanging in the middle of this trail for people to bump into and get poisoned, right? Creepy. Nature's creepy. Look how big those leaves are. That's really creepy. Nani, don't eat the creepy stuff. Come on. I'm excited about the fact that, there's some, they're so fucking huge and gross. So again, I'm really excited about the job and the fact that they pay every week, which is cool because then I can see it happening. Oh, blueberries. Nice. I wouldn't advise eating them. Oh my God, there's even more. What the fuck is going on here? This is in my backyard, for fuck's sake. Oh my God, are these like egg sacs? Are the aliens gonna come? They're coming to kill us. I really should look up what this crap is. Because I'm used to seeing like pine trees and shit, not like weirdo ballsack plant. She's around the corner. You naughty kid, get over here. You're supposed to be near me. That's right. What are you doing? Don't get ticks, dude. Like I was saying, I like the fact that the job pays weekly because then I can see the income coming in and I can go boom, boom, boom. It's gonna happen here and there. The thing about the job though is you get bonuses for making sales, but I don't think we're selling anything. I think we're just calling people and saying, hey, blah, blah. But I don't really know all the details right now. So, on Tuesday I go in and then I think I'll be working for like, I think I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I get Friday off and then it's Saturday to make up for Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which is great. Because that's the weekend and that's the prime time where I like to upload new videos and things like that. And, oh God, there's just so much nature. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Nani. 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 She's being very much a brat right now. Do not go up there. Jeez. I'm gonna go inside, fuck it. Fuck nature, fuck this humidity, the ballsack trees. Screw that crap. Just so you guys are aware, I picked up some soups for now. I'm gonna get some recipes and try to put something together that's a little more hearty, something that I can take to work, put in a Tupperware. I gotta get Tupperware too. All my Tupperware ended up going somewhere. I think I let my friend borrow it and he ended up needing it more than I did. I'll get the laundry done. What sucks around here is that people put the laundry in the laundry machines and then they leave their basket on top, like sort of claiming them. But then they just let the laundry sit in there for fucking ever. And then you can never get your fucking laundry done. The only other worry is that the longer we wait to pay for the plane ticket, the more it's gonna go up in price, right? You know about these things. What are you doing? And they say dogs can't look up. What are you doing? Really? I'm serious, what are you doing? You're acting very weird right now. Why do you have to be 1 inch away from me? You're silly. Give me a fist bump. Fist bump me. Alright, cool. Now go lay down, dude. That's weird. My ears. I love it when you touch my ears. As soon as you stop, she's like, what are you doing? The Guild Wars 2 feature patch that went in recently. Because again, I checked the subreddit, like I say, and I'm not impressed. They are doing what the ArenaNet does, and they're hyping up this fucking whole feature patch thing, and all these, oh my God, all these different things that are happening that are improving the game, but it's really just for the new player. Because they've done this before in the past, we're like, this is for the new player. These features are for the new player, okay guys? But this is even worse. These features are for the brand fucking new player. People who've just bought the game. So like, I think one of the things that they did was they are restricting you from going into structured PvP until level 18 or 22. They didn't say. They're also restricting you from going into World versus World until either 18 or 22. That I kind of think is a smart thing to do, because you don't want level 1s running in there going, I'm here, yay, all my stats are scaled up, right? And then they just get 2-hit. Because yeah, your stats are scaled up, but I mean, your gear factors into what kind of effectiveness you could be. So those buttons don't unlock. You can't actually click them. But once they unlock on one character, they unlock for the entire account, which is fine. It's typical, like, the way Guild Wars 2 is set up. All of these features are literally just shit for the Chinese game that they're porting into the Western game. And I'm gonna do a little swerve on you here, because normally I would say, like, we don't want the Chinese features, we're not Chinese. But the reason it doesn't make sense to me, these were features that were developed already. Why haven't we gotten them when the Chinese got them? What, because they were testing them? Okay, well then they had beta tests, right? They had beta tests for the Chinese version of the game, They got positive feedback. Why didn't they go, okay, well then bang, we're gonna put this shit in now? This is just another example of the testament to the fact that ArenaNet makes no fucking money whatsoever. They make no money, and that's why they have a low budget game where features come out slow as shit. And on top of that, they're not even that well thought out of ideas. These are literally like, it's like now when you level, you get like a little crest. What do they call them? Crest of the Magi, Rune of the Magi. You get like that shit. The insulting thing about this is the fact that Guild Wars 2, as it is already, is a very simple game to pick up and play. Even if you've never played an MMO before, it's not that hard. A lot of things are spelled out for you. You don't need a fucking constant arrow on the ground pointing you to where you need to go because you're like, Dark World, what the fuck, you know? You can just hit M and you can see where the circles are and you run to the circles. But it's just fucking insulting when they add extra hand holding for fucking Care Bears who are just like, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just a lost animal. It's a fucking game. Learn to play the game. Arcade is quite complicated. And it has little arrows on the ground constantly telling you where to go. But does it need the arrows? No. So then you get used to the arrow because it's the thing that helps you. One thing is helping you. You don't need one thing for like if you're, you know, a smart person, but then a secondary feature because, you know, you might be retarded. And then a third fucking feature because they just think that some people that are playing their game are absolute, just Neanderthals. And that's what's insulting. Yeah, I get when they say, granted, you can turn these features off if you're not a dumbass, but it's like they shouldn't be in the game anyway. The game is easy to pick up and learn to play. Why the fuck do you insist on treating everyone like they're children? These are features for people who've never bought the game before. What? Are you kidding? If there is anyone on the planet who doesn't already have Guild Wars 2, they're not gonna buy it. They've already played their friend's copy at their house, or they've seen videos like mine or others that are critical of the game, right? Who the fuck else? I actually saw a Wooden Potatoes video recently talking about how they did the Gamescom trailer thing, and again, I think I mentioned this already, where he started off kind of complaining about how every answer was the generic ArenaNet answer, like, yeah, oh, that's a good idea, well, we'll look into that. I can't compliment on that. I don't work in that department, or whatever. And it's like, then why the fuck would you send people to represent your company at a convention to have questions asked to them when they can't answer any? And he starts off like criticizing it, but at the end of but like right away he's like, no, but wait, you know, you have to remember, blah, blah, blah. And so then he gets into the typical Wooden Potatoes rhetoric. So he's just another version of ArenaNet, but making content on YouTube. He doesn't question anything. This patch is a bunch of bullstick. But the only thing that I'm proud of, and I'm not even influencing this to happen, this is just happening because I said it would happen. Every week, there are 1 or 2 threads posted on either the forums that get deleted, by the way, or on the subreddit that are basically all about, hey, I'm level 80 and there's nothing to do besides living story. When will they add new stuff for me to do, like new dungeons to get new armor, new challenges, you know, like the Orb Priests, you know, like that. These are your new players, ArenaNet. And now you want the absolutely new ones who've never played the game, but they're gonna get the game for 75% off because nobody wants to buy it anyway, and you're not making any money at all, who cares? You're gonna treat them like complete idiots, and then they're gonna become smarter while they're playing, and then they're gonna go, wait a minute, this game's not that hard, then they're gonna get to 80 and go, huh, what the fuck, there's nothing to do. And then another insulting thing is that Living Story is what Living Story is, and I'm not going to shit on Living Story anymore because as far as what the goals of what they're trying to do, it is a story. It's a fucking story. A movie is a movie. A video game is a video game. That's why adaptations of video games into movies tend to kind of suck. Living Story, that's a smart idea, right? Another layer of insult is that these new players are going to see that in the Blackline trading post, or the gem store or what have you, that have like those keys that you can buy or whatever the fuck the item is to unlock previous chapters of Living Story that you might have missed if you weren't playing. So now your ceiling is this one chapter of Living Story that you get by the time you hit 80, or a little bit before 80, whatever. Once you do it, you have nothing to do. And then you're gonna be insulted by when you see in the gem. Somebody's gonna tell you, well, dude, in the gem store, if you just buy the episodes, you can experience more episodes. What? I don't even want to experience the current episode. Why the fuck would I want to experience all the previous episodes that lead up to this dog shit? Now, as far as that idea, it's outside of the box, sure. Like Game of Thrones, like if you saw like an episode in the very middle of Game of Thrones, you'd want to watch the previous episodes and then start watching the next ones, right? That makes sense for television. It doesn't make fucking sense for video games, especially MMORPGs. People want to have something to do in between new content. So this isn't, keep in mind, the language that they're using is also insulting. They don't call them content patches because there's no fucking content. They call them feature patches because they have features. Like fucking, come here. Then come over here. This is called a quest. When you do it, you get XP. Dum dum. And that's how they want to treat their brand new players? Get the fuck out of here. You'd rather spend $15 a month in either World of Warcraft or WildStar and actually feel good about like, boom, I did it. Killed that boss. I mean, WildStar raids are fucking hard and I get it. They're really, really hard. But they're gonna scale them back bit by bit. And they're gonna be challenging and the rewards are gonna be great. And that's why people will play. On top of the fact that there is story there. They just don't have to bury it in this episodic bullshit. Anyway, I could talk about this for hours and you know that. So, oh, and another thing you guys have helped out is that Nani needs food soon. It's just another thing, you know. I'm really, really grateful. I'm so happy. I love you guys for helping out and supporting on the Patreon, and I'm really looking forward to the month of September being something great, and more videos coming out. I made that one arcade video. I'm going to remake it because it's a little obnoxious. I've watched it about 10 times now, and it's just not. It's a clusterfuck of F-bombs and shit. I can still talk about what I liked about in that video, but not cuss constantly. So, I mean, it's a lot of I know I cuss, right? It's a lot for even me, you know, and I guess I just at the time was overwhelmed with how much fun I was having with the game, and so I'm going to retool it so that it works out. But anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget about junk. Get crit.